Yeah, Black Lives Matter was predicated to demise, after 5 years, it's gone. And I knew that it would have happened like that. I don't think it had any substance. What really caused it to happen, in my opinion, is this: Obama was doing well, he was the president, and he saved the world, he saved the economy, he saved himself. And everybody's saying, like, oh my God, this guy, he called himself black, that if it wasn't for him, everything would have collapsed. We would have had such a hard life. So every black life now has that potential. And so when Trevor Martin was shot by the vigilante guy, um, this precipitated it, and folks came out now, rah, 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 Black Lives Matter. And, how they were accomplishing, um, you know, is the Floyd, George Floyd incident, and the aftermath show the true character of this Black Lives Matter, because they start burning down everywhere. I remember in Oakland, California, every afternoon they came out and the police form a line and they throwing fire at the police, and the police running them back, throwing tear gas and throwing stones at the police, and they carrying on. One black guy told me, he said, we can burn this bitch down from sea to sea, sea to shining sea. I said, they ain't gonna allow you to burn down just one street, man. As soon as you burn down where you live, the grocery stores and all that, they can come and surround this place and take everybody and put them in the stadium. Yeah, yeah, burn down this place. So with Trevor Martin, basically, I don't know why he fought this guy. I mean, um, the guy might look like he's a walkover, but those are the guys you have to be careful with. They have a weapon or they're very skilled. And they just lure you into something. Bam, he got shot. And the case didn't go the way they wanted, so Black Lives Matter. And then came George Floyd now. He, whatever his problems are, end up, in the crosshairs with the cops, they call him out on him and so on, and he won't submit and fighting the cops. I find something happened interesting after this Obama, or during this Obama and after his reign. You find that anytime the police interact with a black person, now they're trying to school the guy how they're so smart and school him in the law and everything and the rights and all that, and want to resist and all that. I'm not going through all that, because when you start fighting with the cops, anything could happen. I remember one night I was in Jacksonville, and the police pulled me over. He said, your light is broken up, I'll give you a fix-it ticket. So when he finished writing it up, now he come and signed it. So I decided to sign it. Instead of him giving me the ticket, he grabbed my penis. And looking behind me, he ran to my right and back up, you know. So I just was frozen. I mean, I don't fight with the police. I mean, I know they got a gun, taser, handcuff, baton. They got a car. They got the rest of the police on the side and all that, helicopters and all that. I'm not gonna fight with the cop. You never see him in plain clothes. I ain't fighting with the cop. And what had really happened, he had called for a backup, and a black police had come to back him up, and he was on the right side of my vehicle, but I wasn't aware that he was there. So he pulling my penis and running. If I were a regular black, I would have gone behind him with my hands up like he were fighting, and then the car, videoing it and so on. This black fellow would have shot me, and that would be, oh, a black fellow shot him. It's like, it's no problem, So when they want to get you, they'll try all kinds of stuff, right? So I'm not going down that road with them. I'm not going to be arguing with them. I mean, I give you my papers that you need: license, insurance, ownership. Please write the ticket and let me go. I don't want to have no conversation. I don't want to talk football. I don't want to talk baseball. I don't want to talk basketball. I'm talking nothing, sir. Please write me my ticket. Let me go home. Yeah. And if that is a bad attitude, well, I'd say it in a very nice way that it doesn't escalate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, because of Obama and all this stuff, now blacks believe that every black life is valuable. And I believe every race, people are valuable and so on. And, it appears though we expecting that we're going to rise and take over the world and we're going to be the next big bad boys in the block. And I'm not sure how that's going to happen. I mean, these guys got all the nukes, all the guns, all the army, all the weapons. I mean, how are you going to do that? You know, I recall in Georgia, some black militia, they calling, taunting the police to come out and fight. And I'm not sure what they're going on with, because they have a helicopter that they'll deploy it, they'll shoot everyone, they would, even in 5 minutes. That place, I heard, could shoot up a whole stadium real quick, every inch. They'll back up and leave them over there, and they're dead for real quick. Yeah. Um, I think that blacks in Africa and in America especially, they don't seem to understand our history. The only history the blacks know about in America is slavery and back. I take them beyond that. I said, we rule the world, we were Egypt. We civilized the world, we put the world in a good place. You don't get a second chance, we messed up bad. Look how we treat the Jews. We talking about how these cops treating us and these whites. Look how we treat the Jews. God had to come down and fight us. We were so evil, you know. And they don't seem to know that history. But it's very important to know that because we had our time. And even if we had no time, how can you imagine that you're going to be able to surpass and overcome these white folks here with all the money, all the weapons, all the armament, everything? I mean, how are you going to do it, you know? Yeah, so, and then Black Lives Now, apart from this big superiority and this big, like, we important thing we playing, um, we asking people to change the laws, take down the statues, in Europe and in America and all this kind of stuff we're going on with. I mean, it had to go because a lot of whites would seem to be joining us, and we think that, oh, they're with us. All they're trying to do is not to let this thing escalate because they know they got some serious weapons. Every white person who's got an AR-15. You don't want to go to a civil war on that. So they come out to make some peace, but don't think that they really serious about you becoming powerful and taking their privilege away. It ain't gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no privilege, man. I just want my stuff. I develop something, I invent something, I run a business. Well, run a business, depending on the support, but like do something independent, like I invent something and they need it, just pay me, and I'm not important. I just gonna take my money and just roll off. You see, P. Diddy, he was so bad in New York, there, man. He was so important. You want to know why this fella went and did all that stuff he did? That was like, I mean, it wasn't adding to his power because these things were criminal. He could have been making fashion and making music and just simply, treating the women right. There are a lot of women out there who will work for whatever. They just want to be in the party. They're groupies, but don't push people to do. You know what I'm saying? So, Black Lives Matter. It had to go, and good riddance because I wasn't expecting it to do anything for me because what I done for Obama, I helped him run the country. Okay, and instead of this guy, give me some money or some award or something, no, he gives Smokey Robinson, he give Rita Franklin, he gave all these other people, sports people and all that, and I did for this guy more than anybody ever did. Smokey and them make some songs he used to sing when he was a young boy and felt happy, whatever, but I helped him to succeed. All right, if I didn't help him, the country was going to collapse on him. The world would have been in a bad place. And I mean, the brother could have do something for me, man. Like give me an award. I can't fight him with the legacy. If you want to keep it, the Nobel Prize, everything, keep it, man. But instead of that, the man decided to get the FBI to kill me, man. I ended up in a wheelchair. I'm in Europe right now seeking political asylum. I'm using this wheelchair here. I'm doing, and it's sad that this guy had to do me this, man. He could have take everything and go and just leave me alone, man. I see some nice women up here now. I just have to just turn my thing and go away. I can't even hook up with none of them. Because, what I'm saying, I can paralyze from my chest down, man. This Obama guy. I mean, how he expects something predicated on him gonna to work? And I see him pushing himself. He's saying he wanted a third term. I mean, is he stupid or something? He couldn't handle the first term. He didn't know what to do. Because he said it, oh my God, I know things were this bad. I ain't got no plans, I ain't got no ideas, I don't know what to do. All right, I helped him run everything except smoking weed, healthcare, and the same-sex laws. Everything else was mine. Now he beat me up. I'm in Europe. So how you expect that you can run stuff now? It's a different situation. Every time it's different. You can't just fix the roads and bail out the banks. And there's not a need for that right now. You know. So and I have ideas what to do. So if he hadn't beaten me up, I would have been in America. His wife would have run. I would have helped them with some ideas and so on. And now that'd be the first wife husband that kind of make it. Right. So he wasn't thinking. So he tried to kill me because he had enough. I'm full. It's like